All right, guys, how you guys doing? Sorry about the hat, but my hair's a little bit messed up, so that's why I got it on. Anyway, all right, we're at RJ's office. We're evaluating deals here at the headquarters, and so I'm going to spin this around so you guys could hear what RJ has to say about some of these deals. Plus, he just gave some great advice dealing with subject to, RJ, I like what you said, anything below 5% interest rate that's on their side is worth definitely something to look at into a subject to category, correct?
Yeah, in my position, the thing about subject to is you're not responsible for the mortgage. Obviously, if you have to have character in this business, if you tell somebody you're going to make the payments on their mortgage, you got to make them. Come hell or high water, those payments got to get made. But what we look for is a very desirable interest rate or significant equity in the property. Sometimes you can get both. I was just showing an opportunity here in Rescate, Florida, where the guy just bought this house and he paid $196,000 for it in December 2016, basically two years and a quarter ago, 26 or 7 months. And I can tell by looking at my report here that the house is worth about $210,000, and it's in perfect condition. It was built only 2 years ago. Guy's leaving the country. He's moving back to Brazil. $192,000 at 3.25%. The reason that is so attractive is because as interest rates go up, I could literally sell that house to somebody else and wrap the underlying loan, okay, with a 6.5% mortgage. And now I'm making 3.5 points on $200,000, money that I would never have made before. I just created it. I created the equity. I created the spread and interest there, a little arbitrage, if you will. And that makes for a great opportunity. And I was just showing Franklin some of the opportunities that I'm working on. And I just picked up another one. This is a house in Pinellas Park, which is in Pinellas County, St. Petersburg area, Florida. And I had to do some test moves with the sellers when they called me. And I asked them, first, it comes down to real quick. We validate people right away if they're a good opportunity. If they don't need to sell, they just want to sell, they're just kicking tires, we're probably not the right fit for them. And we let them know that right up front. And often I'll say, listen, I'm not sure we're the right fit for you, but let's find out. Let me ask you a few questions, if I may, to see if not, if it's okay with you, I'll point you in the right direction. So in their case, they want to move to be, the first thing I ask is, why are you selling? And they want to move to be close to their granddaughters within 30 days. The second thing is, how soon do you want to be out? 30 days. And they told me they had an offer I asked them if they had any offers. And now most people are afraid to ask them what the offers are. And I always ask. And I asked them what they were offered. They said, we were offered $74,000, and we said no. And I said, so help me. I really want to be respectful of your time as well as my own. Yesterday's gone. We both have one day less to live. Where do you really want to be? Because I don't want to make you an offer you don't accept. And that's how I got them to tell me that it was $74,000. They said, we'd like to be in the mid to high 80s. Now, when they say mid to high 80s, the only thing I heard was mid. Okay, I never heard the word high. Okay, mid to high 80s. And I'll be at mid. And they have a new flat roof. They got new air conditioning, new laminate floors. They redid a bathroom. And it's really 1,100 square feet, not what it says on the report that I pulled, which shows 948 because they enclosed part of their property. Okay, the comps on this thing, I'll have to go back, are anywhere from about, well, the real numbers, if it's in good shape, it's about $160,000. Okay, so my number is really somewhere between 140 and 160. It doesn't seem like it needs that much work. So I'll go look at it, and then first thing I do when I go by there is I'm going to look at this particular house, not knock on their door yet. Then I'm going to look at all the comps that I got. And I get these on a report called RealQuest. I don't know if you can see this. But that shows me them, and it also shows me right where my house is located and how close in proximity that it is. And so I'll go to their house first, and then I'm going to go look at the other houses to compare apples to apples, look at the time frame of when they sold, because if it was a year ago or 6 months ago, you might see the same house just sold recently on another street for more money because the market is increasing. But that's how we started. And these are just a couple of the leads I got. I got a good subject to deal here, and then don't remember what that one is.
Oh, and we got to call that guy from Lakeland too, just to double check he's going to be there.
But he is there, 11 o'clock.
Okay, perfect. Yeah.
So that's it. A couple of good opportunities today.
Awesome. So now what would you tell somebody, RJ, that's watching this? They send out a couple contracts and they still haven't got that first deal yet. You know, because you got some newbies on here, and then you're talking to a newbie, and then you're talking to somebody who's been doing this a while. Like we have a student, Vincent, who's been doing this for 15 years, and he just wants to get more efficient. You know, so the newbie first, what would you tell him?
Well, I tell the newbie the only way to get good at this is experience. You got to keep doing it, and the more calls you make, the more experience you're going to gain, whether it's good or bad. And even a bad experience is a good experience because you learn off it and you get wisdom from it. We have a lot of wisdom over here. Okay. I mean, we screwed up a lot of things time after time after time, but that's okay as long as you don't make the same mistake twice. Make a new one, learn from it, and improve on it. So for newbies, you really got to be out there doing it. If you're making one offer a week, how good are you going to get? 52 offers a year? If you make 10 a week, that's a lot more experience. And you learn the phraseology of how to talk to the owners. They got to believe in you. They got to believe that you can solve their problem. They can't think that you're an idiot or you're arrogant or you're flippant or you just came in there to knock their house and make them feel bad. You got to side up alongside of them and be friendly and genuinely mean it and be friendly and try to help them solve their situation, because I know you guys know this. I know you've heard it before. If you help enough other people get what they want, you'll ultimately get what you want. Yeah. The Zig's the first guy we know of that said it. God only knows if somebody set up a first Zig. But it makes sense, and it's one of those truths that holds true forever. Helping up people, you'll do okay.
Now you're talking to the experienced person. Kind of like, obviously, your experience, but they haven't had your success yet. They're still doing, let's say 5 deals a month. They want to actually progress more, but something's missing. What would you tell that person?
Well, I would say this. First of all, if you're doing 5 deals a month, you are experienced. That's 60 houses a year. That's good. That's good by anybody's stretch of the imagination. And years ago, I used to be thrilled if I could do 60 houses a year, 5 a month. Our goals are a little bit stronger now. We've been doing well over 100 houses a year. But I would say this, to that person that wants to do more, you need to get more opportunities in front of you. So some people have more money than time. Other people have more time than money. If you got more time than money, then you need to be doing a lot of your research downtown or on the internet, where you can find out code violation liens, and you can find out who's behind on their back taxes, and you can really target areas and go door to door or do a mail campaign. But you got to do something, and you have to stay in front of people. But more importantly, when you do get in front of them, you get that opportunity, they have to like you a little bit, okay? Just a little bit, because they got to move from like to actually trust, to think that you could actually solve their problems. So it really becomes, for me, the way you handle yourself in front of people. It's critical. They have to believe in you. You can't come off as a wise guy. You have to come off like you know it, but you don't need to tell them how good you are. Results have a way of informing the world. But you just need to get in front of more people. Those are just a couple of other ways to get more leads. That's the only way you're going to get more deals, is getting in front of more people.
Got it. I love it.
Or deal with wholesalers as well. The MLS is, I know guys that are still getting deals off the MLS. I'm not one of them. That's not what I do. I'm looking for distress. I want to find people that need to sell, not want to sell. They need to sell. That's where you're going to make your best opportunities on getting equity for yourself.
I love that. That's powerful. All right. Anything last words for him?
Go out and conquer.
I love it. Be a true investor. That's how we do it. All right.